Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. I'm Diego Castro. The remotely operated vehicle, or ROV, from Japan that will help locate the sunken oil tanker in Mindoro is expected to arrive today. In a statement over the weekend, the owners of the sunken MT Princess Empress says ROV Hakuyo is en route to the Philippines on board the workboat Shinichi Maru. They add that the French oil spill response company Le Floc de Pollution is also helping local contractors in removing oil in affected areas in Pola and Semirara Island. RDC Real Marine Services says aerial surveillance of the remaining oil at sea also continues. Meanwhile, marine experts are warning of more oil spill reaching Oriental Mindoro's capital, Calapan City, starting today. The UP Marine Science Institute projects that the oil spill from sunken MT Princess Empress would concentrate in Calapan from March 20 to 22. Experts explain that this is due to stronger wave currents in the northern coast of Mindoro to the Verde Island Passage. The oil spill has affected around 150,000 people in Mimaropa and western Visayas, with agricultural damage now pegged at almost 4 million. With this, marine experts are now calling on authorities to contain the oil spill before the amihan season ends to prevent more damage along the Verde Island Passage. The VIP is a strait located between Mindoro and Batangas and is home to what is recognized as one of the most productive ecosystems in the world. Experts note that the northeast monsoon has helped control the slick, but the oil has started to spread northwards because of varying wind patterns. Pag-asa noted that the amihan season is expected to end in mid-March. The Agriculture Department is now bracing for El Niño, a phenomenon that may cause droughts. Pag-asa earlier warned that the country may experience below normal rainfall as a dry spell begins possibly by June of this year. DA spokesperson Rex Estopero said that they have already set guidelines to cushion the impact of El Niño on agriculture. The agency is coordinating with other departments in preparation for El Niño, which cloud seeding operations being a last resort. The DA said Mindanao had seen the worst El Niño in the country in 2016, affecting 17,000 hectares of farmland. Marawi City is set to have 2 new barangays following a plebiscite held on Saturday. Majority of residents who cast their votes in Barangay Sagonsongan said yes to create Barangay Datu Dalidigan. In Barangay Boganga, about 94% voted to ratify the creation of another village. COMELEC Chairman George Garcia said they have observed a higher voter turnout during the plebiscite. The creation of 2 new villages was due to the increase of population in the barangays, where residents displaced by the 2017 siege relocated to. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on the One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. The National Police says it's respecting the Justice Department's dismissal of one complaint against Congressman Arnie Teves. PNP spokesperson Jean Fajardo noted though, that Tevez is still facing multiple charges over possession of loose firearms and murder. The Justice Department junked one illegal possession of firearms complaint against Tevez due to lack of evidence.
Nauna na dito, 3 counts of murder din ang isinampa ng CIDG labang kay Congressman Tevez at iba pa. Kaugnay po ito sa pagpatay kay board member Miguel Dungog, Lester Bato at Pasito Libron. Naninindigan po ang CIDG na may hawak silang matibay na ebidensya para mapatunayan ang pagkakasangkot ng mga nasabing akusado.
Meanwhile, DOJ spokesperson Miko Clavanos explained that Tevez can't just be arrested without a warrant. The Solon is also being implicated in the murder of Governor Roel De Gamo, but no case on this has been filed so far.
He will have to undergo preliminary investigation kung saan masasabina siya. He will be asked or required to show up at the preliminary hearings kung saan maglalabas din siya ng isang counter affidavit para i-explain yung side niya.
The camp of slain broadcaster Percy Lapid expects arrest warrants against the suspects, including suspended Bucor chief Gerald Bantag, to be issued this week. Lawyers of the Mabasa family said that Las Piñas Regional Trial Court will release the documents today or in the coming days. DOJ prosecutors earlier issued a resolution saying that they found probable cause to indict several suspects. These include suspended Corrections Chief Gerald Bantag, self-confessed gunman Joel Escorial, and some prison gang leaders. The Mabasa family said they are confident on the evidence against the suspects after over 4 months of investigation.
In a way, whatever will be it, we are prepared for any eventuality, and because sabi ng mga abogado namin na map out naman namin ng mga plan, and every twist and turn na meron man mangyayari ay we can respond immediately.
The government prides itself on cheaper rice through the Kadiwa program. But can it compete with other brands in terms of quality? Mobile journalist Francis Orsho with the report.
Even with prices of goods on the rise, there are still options on where to buy cheap and affordable rice. But is the taste worth the price? At the Novaliches Public Market in Quezon City, a kilo of rice sells for as low as 36 pesos, while in some Kadiwa stores, a kilo of rice can be bought for 25 pesos. According to some Kadiwa rice vendors, Filipinos find it good.
Kahit po commercial rice po siya, dinadagsa po ng mga tao at mura. At masarap po kasi yung bigas na tinitinda po natin.
We're now curious to know how this 25 peso rice compares to other cheap market alternatives. Upon closer look, the Kadiwa rice appears similar to any other rice bought in the market, except for some yellowish grains. But other than that, there seems to be no issue with its quality. Comparing it with the 36 peso rice bought from the Novaliches Public Market, there seems to be no apparent difference. But if we talk about the taste,
hindi naman malata itong Kadiwa rice na binili natin at ang malambot-lambot din itong kanin na ito at ang lasa parang parehas lang din naman sa mga regular na kanin o bigas na mabibili natin sa palengke na mas mahal ng kaunti at ang kalidad nito hindi nalalayo dito sa binili nating pinakamurang bigas sa palengke.
meanwhile, when compared to the more pricey Denorado rice which cost around 55 pesos per kilo, one can instantly tell the difference. The more expensive Denorado rice easily tops the supply from Kadiwa stores.
Mas masarap ang lasa at may pagkapagda ng amoy at syempre mas malambot din itong kanin na ito.
The Kadiwa stores pride itself for sourcing commodities straight from farms. This means that there are no middle layers in the supply chain, making it cheaper. The government plans to put up more Kadiwa stores nationwide in order to provide the public with more affordable goods amid the high inflation. Mobile journalist Francis Orsho, We Are One News.
For those still attending masses online, listen up. The Catholic Church is now urging parishes to limit the number of virtual masses. Manila Archbishop Jose Cardinal Advincula explains that it's about time to encourage the faithful to return to in-person masses as the COVID-19 situation stabilizes. Advincula also calls on the faithful to participate in physical masses, especially on Sundays. Even locals in Bongabong Oriental, Mindoro are heeding this call. Over 30 couples in the municipality tied the knot at a mass wedding ceremony despite the ongoing threat of an oil spill in their area. And that's it for this hour. Join us again at 7:45 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Diego Castro. We are One News. All sides, all the time.